Imagine having an AI-powered marketing system that creates high-quality content, trends instantly, and automates 90% of your strategy without hiring an expensive agency or spending hours doing it yourself. This isn't the future. This is happening now. But first, who am I and why should you listen to me? I'm Keith Crum, a leading AI expert and cognitive engineer who has built multi-million-dollar AI-driven businesses. One of my companies, Fun Genies, is transforming how businesses access capital using cutting-edge AI automation. And today, I'm going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly how I automate marketing so you can do the same. If you're a business owner, entrepreneur, or marketer, this is for you. Let's dive in. Today, we are going to be going over the Chief Marketing Officer and going into really how to operate this role to produce as much high quality content that you can utilizing some AI systems. Here on the right-hand side, you can see how I was able to create these pieces of content. I was able to create these pieces of content that are pretty high quality in less than 5 minutes because of a tool that I created. We'll all get access to that tool today. So this follows my branding of one of my companies called Fun Genies. If you want this to follow your branding, that is what I'm going to teach you guys how to do today. Another thing about this is you can see that the format is for like an Instagram reel or Instagram story. However, you guys can customize this to be for any platform that you want to really use this for. So the goal and objective is to have a tool that saves us 90% of our time in marketing automations. As we know, marketing can take a lot of time even in the idea phase, and you don't want to have to reinvent the wheel. And you want to be able to follow trends as soon as they happen. And so what we're going to do today is create a brand identity document that is trained on our business. And we're going to then use that brand identity document to basically translate viral trending videos that are already getting tons of views. And so it'll take that viral video, translate it into our own using our language, our colors, themes, and style. And then it's going to put it in a response format that looks like this on the right-hand side. I'm going to kind of show off some of these tools so that you guys know what they look like. The first one is this site that you guys will get access to. I'm sending this into the VIP chat. And what this site is basically just your resource to be able to copy and paste your prompts and what you're doing for today. So in here, it explains a little bit about the role, but the most important thing is this viral AI command menu that is literally meant to be copy and pasted. So when you copy this, it copies it to your clipboard, and then you can go into any agent in your ecosystem, whether that be OpenAI, Perplexity, Anthropic, or Grok. You can take this and put it into any agent and get it to create viral content for you. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like in ChatGPT, but then also why I actually prefer to use Grok when it comes to creating viral content. Something about Grok is that Elon Musk just made it free for everyone to use. We don't know how long it's going to be free for, but it is free now. And so you can get access to Grok 3, which is their highest, most flagship model that they just released last week. The reason why we're using that is because it's actually much funnier than the other models, has a little bit less guardrails on what you can do with it. And then it's also the closest to viral trending news of what's actually happening in the real world. So the thing that you have to keep in mind about these models is when is their data updated? When are their data sets trained? And then also, do they have web search capabilities? So if you're using a model that doesn't have web search as a tool integrated in the agent, then the data that you're referencing, if your focus is on virality of what's actually happening in the real world to catch a trend as it's trending, then if you don't have a web search capability, then the data that you're going to get regurgitated is going to be outdated. So that's why I want to show a comparison between ChatGPT is going to create really good high quality content responses. But when you compare it side by side with Grok for the benchmark of creating more viral like videos, my preference actually leans towards Grok because it has access to one, a web search capability, but also just line data. So the first step in this marketing system is to really create a brand identity. So I made this super simple for you guys. If you guys don't already have a brand identity document of your business or of your company, then you're just going to want to copy this brand identity prompt. Now, when you copy this, you can bring it to any agent, but for this video, I'm going to bring it inside of the Sales Genie and show you guys really what this document's meant for. So this isn't meant to do anything but copy and paste. So I'm going to go into the Sales Genie and get that opened up. The Sales Genie is in this site. So if you guys need access to it, it's actually right here. I included it so that you guys can just very easily access the sales tool. So once I'm in, I'm just going to copy and paste this prompt, right? What we're doing right now is we want all of our hex codes, our colors, our theme, our brand identity, vision, mission. We want everything about our company when it comes to design and styling to all be in one file. That way, we always can take that file around with us wherever we go. Whatever type of agent that we use, we can always have this file so we don't have to retype anything ever again when we try to explain who we are, what is our brand, what does our company stand for. We don't have to ever retype that again. This is something that once you do it once and you create this one file, you can take it forever with you. And as long as you do it high quality, it's going to regurgitate high quality. So I'm just going to drop this file in there. And then what I'm going to do is, I told you guys on the last call, tool that is called Go Full Page. I'll be using that. But this Go Full Page is basically going to download your entire site. Now, if you don't have a site, that is okay. That's why I have this brand identity prompt for you to just copy and paste, create your brand identity. You can do an audio prompt of all of the things that you want your company to be, and then that'll still create a brand identity document. But if you already have a website, this is just going to make your process a little bit smoother and a lot faster because you already have a lot of those things that we just mentioned here on your website. So you just click on that button, it scrolls the entire page and save it as a PNG. Someone had a question, the hand go up. Jason, if the hand goes up, just let me know. Feel free to let me know. Okay, so you're just going to click download this PNG. And then once you have that PNG, and you guys can follow along, here, let me put this, then I'm going to grab this PNG, and now I have an entire system prompt that is literally copy and pasted with my entire website. So once I give that to it, I'm just going to send it out. And then this is going to know what to do because in that copy and paste system prompt, it's meant to create a viral social media marketing engine. So you don't have to think about what it's doing. You don't even have to understand really anything other than this system prompt is literally telling it, okay, this is what we're getting ready to do. We're getting ready to create viral videos in any platform that we need. So this is basically your step one, right? So this is now creating this brand identity guideline. As you can see, it's creating this document because that's our first step. Once you have this brand identity document created, then we're going to go into our viral command menu to actually start utilizing it. So this little tool that you see pop up, it's called Canvas. So in the Sales Genie, I do have the Canvas tool enabled. What Canvas is imagine an AI Google Doc. So this is basically creating an AI Google Doc that I can come in and actually edit the text, right? Think about when ChatGPT gives you a plain response. You're not able to go in and actually change letter for letter, edit anything. This is their Google Doc-like tools where if you're creating a proposal, a sales document, or whatever it may be, changing a title to a marketing video, you can come in and say, use the Canvas tool. And that way you can actually type in those human high quality feedback things right in the response. But right now I don't really want it to do that. So I just said, please space and chat, but that definitely does serve a major use case. So now that I have all this fed up into my chat, then I'm going to come up and I'm going to grab this command menu. So this is a viral AI command menu. I'm literally just going to copy it, the entire command menu, and then I'm going to paste it inside of here. Okay. Then this is going to have my entire viral command menu. So the thing about the command menu is that feel free to save this on your computer as like a file. You can store it in notes just for quick, easy access that I call command centers, where it has a ton of different command menus that I utilize in my day-to-day for all different types of things that I work on. But this is a viral command menu. So if you guys save this where it's easy to find, you can grab this and throw it into really any chat model. And then anytime you say viral in all caps, it's going to pull this command menu and display it to you so that it's ready to be used. So you can see that it's doing that. Now, this is the command menu. And so the first thing is it does a question in here. No. Christian, you have a question?
Yeah, I was just gonna say if we have access to all these prompts and commands, like if we could paste them in the VIPs maybe so we can just make our own little things, our notes as well, that'd be very crucial. And
Yeah, it's there. So this is the viral command menu. So for those that want to follow along. The first thing is that you have the viral control, strategy column. And so this is identifying trending topics and viral hooks, analyzing competitor viral content, generating content ideas based on brand identity, apply AI-based viral enhancements, select and finalize today's viral content. So if you guys have the time, like let's say you delegate 15 minutes a day to generating marketing content, to be able to create content and post it on all platforms. What you could do is basically run all of these commands at once. So like you could literally say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 all at once. And because that is your first step, is you follow this in order. If you're in a rush, you could literally just say run all 1 through 5 and it'll run that. So now this is creating AI, trending topics, which is really nice. You can see this is now starting to create for different platforms types of content. So you can see that it's built around to have a viral 3-second hook, have CTA, and it's responding for each one that I told it to. This is good because it's just running through it. And then nice is saying this is how you can apply these enhancements. Select and finalize today's viral piece of content. So that is good. Now you can come back to your command menu and you can see that now the next step is to pick what platform do I want it to be on. And so right now I'm going to do Instagram and I'm basically just going to copy and paste this. Please make this to the best of your ability. And now this is going to generate an entire piece of Instagram content. And on that output, I'm going to take it to VO, basically this tool I was showing you guys. I'm going to take that output, give it to VO, and VO is built by Vercel. The reason why I use Vercel and VO.dev is because it's really good at text. So for those that have been on previous strategy calls, you guys have seen how we utilize Replit to be able to build tools, build sites. Think of VO as like an application builder, and they do have a free model to use. Do get I think it's 10 generations a day. But what's good about this is that you don't even really need 10 generations because of the way that we set it up. So I just personally use VO because it hits the text to be absolutely beautiful. So now we can see, okay, this created an Instagram piece of content. So let me just start at it. So, okay. And saying content generation identifies, blah, 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 bold question. What business funding, step by step, captions and hashtags. Got it. Nice. Optimize visual layout. So this is exactly what we want to give to VO. So now I'm literally going to copy this prompt and I'm going to go to VO dev, open up the Sales Genie. You're going to see that you have a similar chat interface that you guys are already used to. So now all we're going to literally do is take our last response, which was built specifically for Instagram. And I'm going to say, please create this piece of social media content to the best of your ability. And then I'm just going to literally paste this in there. Okay. And that's going to create basically all of, if you want transitions, if you need a reel, you can have it basically say, hey, it basically puts in all of the text, all the colors, everything that you need go along with it. And then what I do to just zero shot the process is I just make sure that I put in a file so it has some inspiration to copy my type of branding and theme. So once you have that, again, you can send it off. And the nice thing about VO is that it's not like ChatGPT where you give it a request and it only gives you back one response. Instead, this is going to work like Replit. So it's going to open up a code base. It's going to install any packages that you need. And what I really like VO is for front end visuals. The thing that VO gets best over everything else is the front end aesthetics. And so if modern type of looks are something that you like, you can see that this created, a nice little component that I can open up and use. And the good thing too is that like once you finalize one that you really like, setting up the second, third, fourth, and fifth posts are actually really easy. So I can say, please make sure this is in a Instagram story format. Please enhance it to the best of your ability, making it modern and advanced. Nice. So the thing about VO is like, copy this. Most of the time you can zero shot the process, but usually you need at least one iteration. Show you guys on this one, you can see that I built this so that now anytime if I were to take this same prompt and I put it in the one that I already have, I can say, please create this social media post and send it off to my current app. And that's why your chat threads are really important. Because as soon as you guys finalize a look that you like, creating a second, third, fourth, fifth, or sixth, or 100th piece of content becomes really easy. Because then all you need is basically your viral command menu. That's going to create all the content. VO is going to store all of the theming and styling, design. So once you really perfect that once, you won't have to really need to do it again. And so you can see how this one does it compared to the other one, but we can look at both. See, this one I like just because it's bold. I can post this on a social media like immediately. If I were to open this and look at it, it knows gold, it knows blue, and I can basically download this and get this posted. And it was a quick little thing that you can see it does text really well. If you guys do generate images, you can tell it to also please enhance and add a background image. It's like with VO, you're getting multiple tools in one. So usually you might go to Grok, and you can still do this. Go to Grok and create high quality images, go to ChatGPT and create high quality images, and then give it to VO, and then VO will include it in the design. But with VO, if you do none of these other steps, you can basically get all these tools in one. So it can create images, create high quality texts to sample this other one. You can see now this is basically how it's looking now, right? So this is really cool. As far as just making a post, really quickly, you guys can work on this to get the exact styling that you guys want and then have a Instagram post that is high quality, put in your link and just throw it in there. So I'm going to say, please create another post that is about this. And I'm going to come back to my Google Meet. I'm going to go to my Fireflies transcript, grab this raw data because I'm talking about a lot of cool stuff. And now I can come back to it and say, please create a viral post. And I'm just going to send it my live meeting transcript right now. And then I'm going to throw it into these models. And then I could make this entire post. So VIP, CMO training recap. So perfect. So now I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to come back. I'm going to say, oh, don't know what happened there. Oh, this is running into a bug. Let's see if I can please create a piece of content for this social media post. I'm just going to pop that in there. I do the same thing on this one. Amazing. Please create another piece of content for this post. Start to finish with the best of your ability. And then I'm just going to get that pasted in there. Now we can go see that it is going and getting that all set up. So if I come to check VO again, you can see it's going through and editing all of these files that it created for those front end components. So this one's pretty good. Mastering AI marketing. Want to scale your content creation with AI. AI powered branding and marketing automation. This one looks really good. So I really like this. DM CMO to get exclusive training access, right? Get VIP access now. It's really nice. And then I'm just going to say, please add a background image and enhance to the best of your ability. That's like a secret nugget right there. That little prompt is to the best of your ability. I almost add to every prompt. This one you can see is like creating a almost reel that just goes. And so this creating another one, which is nice, mastering AI marketing. And it's just going through it. So if you guys can play music in the background when you post it. But this is a way that, whether you're in 6 meetings a day, even if you just saw like a perfect use case of how I used it, which is I just took the transcript and nothing else, threw it in there. Now I have a piece of content that is for this meeting that we're doing in live time. But if you guys start now, where you just spend a minimum of 15 minutes a day on creating your content, you're going to have that creative eye and set where your bar is. And the best part is as long as you guys create something of high quality once, you can always use that as inspiration and reference for any future generations that you create on future days. So I wanted to show you guys how you can do this and how VO, you do get like 10 free commands a day and can use it for that. And if you don't want to use VO, you also get free, I believe it's 15 free commands a day with Replit. So if you need all 25, you can use 10 free for VO, 15 free for Replit, and get 25 free commands every single day without having to pay a penny. I did want to come back and get any questions answered, or if there was any confusion on how this setup process works. I wanted to give a moment for a Q&A. And then I'm going to dive back in and kind of show you guys one more section to this. But any questions so far, Christian?
Yeah. So when you're making these ads, right? Is there, when it says swipe up for the VIPX or whatever, can you tell the VO to add in your email or your link, book you?
Yeah. So you got to think on the platform that you're posting it on, right? So Instagram, for example, only allows you to upload images and videos, right? So in Instagram, if you want to create redirect links or buttons, then what you're going to basically want to do is record this either as a video, so it includes all the transitions and scenes, and then upload that video and then add your buttons on top. Like you could basically add a button, add a link on side of Instagram. If you wanted to use this on like, let's say Facebook, or it's like an actual post, then you could always include your links below and tell it to create that description call to action for you in that post. And then that's a way to get them to your site as well. But this is to basically create, consistent advertising organically every single day for your business. And it can literally be around anything. So next step to this is this is the final step, which is just increasing the quality. And this is done by, let me show you guys. So this is when you guys can use a tool like Grok, create high quality images. You can see like this version right now, just created this one off the live transcript of this call. Like this looks really good. So it's like mastering AI marketing, VIP CMO training recap. Because I already gave it images that I created with Grok, it already has all those files stored in it because I've talked to this one a couple times. Look how beautiful it created this component. So this entire post looks really nice, right? I put a brain behind all of it. And, that's really easy for me to then just take this and post it, right? And have people share it around. And so the goal is to have you guys have a chat thread going on a daily basis that you put a minimum of 15 minutes into a day, because the more that you give it, like the more images that you create that really match your guys' branding, it's going to repurpose those. That's what it did on this one. But if I wanted to create, let's say high quality images that support that post, I'm basically just going to say, take this, and this is going to be a 2-step process. I'm going to go to Grok. I'm going to say, please take this data and create an image prompt to create the image to the best of your ability. Then I'm just going to go this, paste all that data in there for my viral piece of content. Now, what Grok is basically what I'm telling it to do is I'm telling it to create an image prompt, because then I'm going to take that. So it had one step of processing to reason the best prompt And then it's going to have a second step to literally just copy this, paste it, and now it's going to actually create the image. And so I split that between two steps so that it doesn't like hallucinate trying to do too much things in one attempt. But as you can see is, maybe I'll tell it to remove text. This is why I don't use these for text much. And I'll use Excel.dev for text. But this one's not bad. I'm just going to say, please remove text. That image, please recreate image. But you can see it's following my branding. It knows the gold, it knows the blue, it knows the magical, whimsical touch to the Fun Genie branding. And so it's creating that. And now once I have this image, I can very quickly, download it. I like this one on the right because it just has brains and sparks and people in suits. That's pretty cool. And then some Asian guy on the left. So I'm going to download that one because I like it. And then I'm going to come back to VO where it created this high quality component here. And I'm going to say, perfect. Please make this the background image to that social media post in your last response. And then I'm going to take that, what just downloaded, give it to it. Please ensure all text is eligible. So now it's literally going to take that image and pop it into the background. And this is how you guys can kind of break down these processes. Whereas before, if you had to go individually find these icons, individually style the font, individually style the coloring, and do all of this, that would take hours. And I've seen it take hours before. And now what is going to be the master of the people who excel in marketing are going to be those that just are consistent, right? Instead of spending 16 hours a day or 16 hours a week on one video, you can sit down now and produce high quality content on a daily basis. And I will say that the masters of the marketing game, especially of the future, is going to be those that, look how good this image is now. This is amazing. And even added animation here. This is a very high quality piece of content that now tomorrow, if I wanted to make another one, I have this already all set up, understanding my branding. I can just call viral, say it in all caps in my model that I pasted that command menu in, and then I'm going to get all those commands again. I can create another viral piece of content, or maybe take one of my calls, the transcriptions, throw it in, and immediately create a piece of content. So I hope you guys got value from today's call. Today's call is you guys will be able to see how you can utilize these tools to create an entire full pitch deck. So that way you can send it around to angel investors, private equity firms. You guys can send it out to these groups that I'll be showing you guys. And then also your guys' financial modeling, right? So your actual number crunching. So in this, it'll basically show you, okay, this is your products, and services. This is your lifetime value of your customer. This is your churn rate. What I'm going to show you guys how to basically take your entire business, put it into the CFO role, and then analyze all the number crunching activities that comes with DFO. So excited for the next call. And then that will be our last call in this 4 future-proof roles bootcamp. We're still going to continue these calls every single week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So definitely excited for you guys to be there. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys hopping on the call. I'm supposed to get value, and I will see you guys on Wednesday.